Hello, travelers. I'm here again. I think my last video was the morning of day 2, and boy, has it been an emotional roller coaster. So day 2 ended up going pretty well after my kind of like cry session. I decided to walk to the Hachiko statue, which is a statue of a dog called Hachiko. There's a whole story that you could look up online that'll kind of go through like the story of why the statue is there. I won't go into it. But so I decided to walk there. Got to see Shibuya a bit. And then I also went to Harajuku, and it was actually really, really fun going through and seeing all the different like clothing stores, and yeah, it was pretty cool. I ended up getting myself like a really cool jacket there. So, but day 3, oh boy, day 3 was a lot. So started off my day, I had to get out of my Airbnb, so just getting everything packed up and situated, and quickly discovered that I just brought a lot more than I should have. So trying to adjust to that has been definitely a struggle, but made it work. I tried to hire a taxi to take me to the place where I was meeting the guy that was going to hand over the rental overland vehicle, and that wasn't working out. So I had to take the local bus with a gigantic luggage bag, a bag filled with food, and one of my other bags. And oh man, I'm sure I agitated all the people on that bus because it was very, very busy. But I got through it. I got to the rental site, and the guy handed over the vehicle. We went through pretty much everything, how to set up the rooftop tent, which is where I'm sitting from right now, and you're getting this awesome view. So yeah, I handed over the vehicle, went through all the stuff about the vehicle, and I made my way to where I am right now. The drive was about an hour and a half to 2 hours or so, and as someone whose first time it is driving overseas on the opposite side of the road, it actually wasn't too bad. Like, I felt very comfortable, which is strange to me, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. So there was that. When I originally got to this area, I stopped by a convenience store called Lawson's just to withdraw some cash and go to the bathroom and kind of just situate myself a little bit. So I did that, and then I also I had to walk to a little post office box thingy, so I could drop off the Wi-Fi device that I had rented, because the guy that is renting me this vehicle, he rented me one for the full stay, so had to return the other one. And as I was walking, I saw one of the shrines that I had kind of like bookmarked, so I went in to it a little bit, but not too much. But I needed to find a place to overnight, so I went to one of the auto camps, and unfortunately they're not open until April, so it kind of sucked. And there's a few other places that I think I might check out today, but I kind of was just trying to get settled in that day, so it sucked that it wasn't available. Also, this whole time as well, like, it's just pouring rain, so I'm driving in the rain and everything, and just a lot emotionally to try to process. The person at the auto camp was really nice. Like, she was doing her best to try to communicate with me, and she called one of her like friends, I guess, to try to find me another place where I could overnight. And she basically guided me to where I am right now, which is Oishi Park. And it's basically like there's a building further to the right, which I might go check out here in a little bit. And then there's just like this huge parking lot. So I drove in, kind of talked to a few of my friends, because again, I was just super emotional about everything, and tried to settle in as best as possible. And now this is the next day, so I think day 4, and woke up super emotional again. I just had a chat with one of my friends, and I had a chat last night with one of my friends as well, just regarding my like expectations versus reality. I think in my last video I mentioned how like it doesn't seem as like beautiful or like glorified as like what I've seen in like videos as I've been like researching the trip. So I'm still kind of in that same feeling of like I just expected Japan to be so much more like magical, and like we're all looking at Mount Fuji right now, and I should be like very happy and feeling very like grateful, but here I am crying and upset and feeling so many like negative emotions that it's hard not to be disappointed in myself for that. It's hard to sit in these feelings when I don't know. when I'm here by myself, but like I don't feel alone, but maybe I do, and I'm just not realizing that these emotions that I have, they're just loneliness and homesickness and the uncertainty of this whole trip that I've planned out for months. I wish I were happier being here. I feel so silly that I'm not, but and I hope it'll change. I mean, I'm only 4 days in and I still have 21 more days here in Japan, so yeah. Sorry for anyone that's watching. Again, if you don't watch day one, like I'm doing this more for myself and documenting my like emotional processing of all of this. So I'm sorry that it's so negative and not more bubbly and happy and all that. But this is, and I'm saying this more for myself, but this is the reality of it. I'm here. It wasn't what I expected, and basically crying every single day because it didn't meet my expectations. And I mean, all my friends have been saying that, you know, I kind of have to just let the expectations go and then just try to live in the moment and make the best of it right now, because the only other option is that I go home. And one of my friends said it perfectly last night, but does past me and future me really want that? You know? And end of day, if I end up, you know, choosing to go home, like fine, like that's the best decision that I could have had for that moment. But really just trying to think ahead if I'm going to regret the decision to go back home so soon and not go through this experience just because it's hard, you know? So, anyways, this video is already 14 minutes long, and I need to get myself ready and figure out what I want to do for the day, or if I just want to like hang out here. Either way, I need to go take care of some stuff, like getting ready and going to the bathroom and all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again sometime.